And it gets even crazier because right now laws have been passed that every teacher is going to be paid based on growth, which is right now based on a test score. Half of the state is immeasurable. Half of the state does not teach I-STEP or 3 through 8th grade. What do you do with health, PE, the arts, anything that's not on I-STEP? We don't know. The answer is we don't know yet, but it's all been passed in laws. And I've heard this saying recently that I really like. It's like fixing a plane in midair flight. That's just crazy. You would never do that. What you have in power right now has been a bully and a liar. And I say that delicately because I would not want to be called those two things. But in his own dissertation, he said unions were restricting good teachers and principals from being able to fire bad teachers. In his own dissertation, he concluded 123 pages later that that was not true. He said that principals did not were scared to press because if your contract had not tenure, but call it grievance procedure, they were fearful of those things, and he concluded that in fact that was not true. In fact, all of his hypotheses, he concluded that none of them were true. Usually now, I don't have a doctorate, but I do know that if you're writing your doctoral thesis, you usually try to prove yourself right. You don't expand 125 pages and prove yourself wrong and then go around the state and say the exact opposite. Now, either he didn't read his own thesis or he's lying. So that's a strong point, and it's a valid point. Well, look, we know the easiest things to say about me is this kid doesn't have a doctorate. He's never been an administrator. You know what? We've had all those people in charge, and they've had people in charge for 43 years, and according to them, the schools are failing. So the people who've been in charge, who push a top-down model, have said the schools have failed. So think about that for a minute. Then why have they failed? If it was that simple, then they're the reasons they failed. But I don't believe that. It's real simple for me. I went into education because I had strong parents and values that valued hard work, great teachers, and that's what I'm trying to pass off to a new generation. I can't do that if I'm shackled to a test. That all we focus on is a test, and that's what we're doing. And if that's what this state wants, it's what it's going to get because it's already been passed in the laws. So we need to engage the state in a real debate about what we want our schools to do. And right now what we're doing is we should be the rock of a community, and we've leaned too much on schools. Schools are way too responsible for too many things.